this is what the jeans look like when I thrifted them. Okay, so the first thing that I do is rip the seams on the side from here to here. That way I can put on the appliques easily without having to maneuver a bunch of things. I did already put this patch and this patch on. So for this, I just cut it to fit inside there and did a zigzag stitch around it. For this patch, I just cut out the size that I wanted and I put it on the inside, sewed it down, and then cut this part out. And that's pretty much all that I've done so far. I did rip the pocket off of the back, put a little applique on where the pocket used to be, and then just moved the pocket to the front. I thought that was really cute. For the apple appliques, I just cut out like little rough, very rough templates. That one is for the bigger apple, and then this is the smaller apple. Kind of just wing it as I go. I try to find fabrics that kind of make my job easier. So I am using these, you can't really tell, but I am using them for the seeds because it's just like the perfect shape already. So I just cut them out and then put them on, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. Okay, so I have all of my fabrics sandwiched together to make this part of my patch. I am gonna be putting it on here. It probably wouldn't be as necessary on this patch to do, but as you can see, I did it on these. When you're working with something that goes very close to the edge, this can get pushed into your feed dogs. So I just put it on something like bigger than the patch itself, and then I will cut it down underneath the biggest part of the patch, and then that will actually get sewn onto the jeans. To do this part, I literally just set my machine to the smallest zigzag stitch that I could, and yeah, just sewed it down. All right, I got my little seeds on. I'll be moving to the pink. I'll use red to attach the whole patch to my jeans, and then I'll use brown for the stem and green for the leaf. So I match the thread each time to the fabric that I'm sewing down. So I finished sewing the pink down, so let's cut this extra brown off. Right, so we'll use red to put this down. Okay, so there was some wear on the pocket, so I just did big zigzag stitches. I do the same on this other side right here where this little one is, so I'll kind of show you what I do there. So I just put a straight stitch on, and I'm gonna stitch, and then I'm gonna push my reverse button and kind of pull my fabric through my feed dogs. That way it gives it like that handheld zigzag look. So that's the stitch, and then I'm gonna do it the other way as well to give it kind of like a crosshatch look. Just like that. Then I just moved on to the stem, so I'm doing that same zigzag stitch on the outline with the stem, same as I did with the apple. So for the leaf, I think I'm going to do like a darker thread for the outline. That way I can do a zigzag stitch in the middle to really make it look like a leaf. Here's what she's looking like once I attach those leaves. I'm gonna turn it inside out and follow that original seam to close it. Okay, so for this side, I've decided on having placement that goes over the seam. So when I seam rip on this side, I'm only gonna go from here to like right here, and that should give me enough room here to be able to put all of this down, still be able to go over the seam.
Do you wish they were your size yet?
Yeah. So I went through my buttons and I found this very large red whimsical button, and I love it so much. So I'm gonna put it there and then close this seam. Didn't film doing the second leg, but I just sewed everything down the exact same way except for the pocket. I just used a straight stitch, and this is how they turned out.